Valerie Krugh, Castaway. Castaway, Valerie Krugh.
Tonight, I tell a tale of a woman cast away, forced to work and live in isolation in a stucco-walled prison in the middle of the Sonoran Desert. Turkey vultures slowly circle around the remains of her once thriving social life. Fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, did you know that the human brain requires social interaction to work properly? And if it's denied that particular stimuli, well, then you end up with people knitting hats for their hamsters or trying to teach their dog to ballroom dance. I could tell you that when the shutdown started and I found that my social life now resembled my workout routine, non-existent, I knew I was in trouble. I began to feel like that character from the old Tom Hanks movie, Castaway. Do you remember it? He's stranded on a deserted island, slowly going mad because he has no one to talk to. So he creates a friend for himself, Wilson. You know, I felt like I really understood that character and what he was going through. After all, he was off foraging for food, and I was off foraging for toilet paper. He was rubbing sticks together to create a fire, and I attempted to bake from scratch. But honestly, what I really related to was his need for Wilson, for someone to talk to. When the lockdown happened, I thought I'd just hang out with Wilson. I mean, come on, he was Tom Hanks' friend, right? He was easy to get along with. We did have fun in the pool together, just floating and kind of bobbing along. But alas, it was not meant to be. For you see, I'm a pickleball kind of gal. And Wilson, well, he lives in a volleyball world. It was just never going to work. But that was okay, because I had two lifelines to help me through the isolation. The first, my rescue dog, Dobby, otherwise known as Dabba Dabba Doo, the Dobster, or Robert Mondavi. And I have to say, I am so glad I adopted him at Christmas time, right before the pandemic. His love and his joy with everything, well, it kept me pretty happy. Plus, I finally had someone else in the house to talk to, even if he turned out not to be the greatest conversationalist. Dobby, now it's Mommy's turn to eat dinner. You be good, you've already eaten. Mom, that smells way better than my dinner. Can I have some? Can I have some? Can I have some? Ah, and you know, I'd give in because it wasn't much fun trying to eat dinner when you felt like you were being circled by sharks the entire time. Our conversations on our long walks, not much better. Mom, smell this. Mom, smell this. Mom, wait, I need to pee on this. But what Dobby lacked in sparkling conversation, he more than made up for with his unconditional love. Well, kind of unconditional love. Turns out that Dobby is not into ballroom dancing. And I can tell you that because I have the teeth marks to prove it. After that, I decided maybe poor Dobby needed a break. And so I turned to my lifeline number 2, my weekly Toastmaster meeting. I think my club only missed 1 week before we reconvened on Zoom. And no, it didn't exactly go perfectly, and I'm sure you all know that. One member gave a passionate speech while on mute. And have you ever noticed how the camera freezes when your face is at its worst? Or when someone's pet cat walks in front of the camera, turns its back, proudly lifts that tail in the air. I can tell you, I have seen close-ups of so many cat butts by now that I could be a cat proctologist. But honestly, none of that really mattered because we were all together, supporting each other and learning and growing in this new normal together. And after my Toastmaster meeting, I didn't feel like a castaway. I felt heard and seen. Well, at least from the top up. The lockdowns, the pandemic have been hard, but I've learned one thing. No man is an island. We need each other. So when you're about to press buy now on that matching sequin dance outfit for your dog, skip it and instead go to your Toastmaster meeting. Because as long as you have Toastmasters, you'll never be a castaway. Madam Contest Chair.